guys, this is RoniK95 here. Today we're going to be doing a manga reading log for the month of November of this year, because it's been a long time coming whenever I plan to do a manga reading log. And I'll tell you about for more other surprises after I show you these. So let's begin. The first manga I just read for the first time is Wanted. This is basically one of Eiichiro Oda's collection of side stories on there, like short side stories in there. And this is one of the early works of Eiichiro Oda, who's basically famously known for for One Piece, because One Piece is the more popular one. But these ones have like a collection of these side stories. Most of them ended up becoming the main inspiration for One Piece as well. I like this manga because I just wanted to come by for stories like this as well. Another manga I just read right here for the first time I have right here, and that's Urusei Yatsura Volume 24, because this is the first time I wanted to read this one, because I just wanted to come by to read a classic manga series from Rumiko Takahashi, who's the creator of Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha and Maison Ikkoku. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by for this one, because I just have a good, proper feeling for this as well, because, like, I just wanted to come by for this accordingly, just so I could remember all this as well. Yeah, and this is all new to me, though, as well, accordingly, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. Most of these chapters have been adapted to the original anime on there, like the 195 episode anime one. But I do love the art style of the manga, in my opinion. Another manga I just read right here, and that's Fist of the North Star Volume 5. This has got to deliver the goods on here. Yeah, however, this manga explains we're also featuring Kenshiro and Rei fighting Jackal and his minions in that, or his henchmen, or which, yeah, you can call that in this particular manga as well, because I just wanted to come by. I would call them as henchmen from now, because, you know, it's henchmen, you know, as well, because even though this is a manga, and there's also it has its moments on here, especially with Mamiya in that one. And there is also Kenshiro battling Jagi in that one, including Jagi's story from his past as well. When he claims that Jagi claims that he wanted to be calling himself as the man with 7 scars on his chest, but he wasn't. Kenshiro is the real one, and he has to battle Jagi in this manga as well. Another manga I just read right here, that I just reread for the first time, and that's Volume 3 of Ranma 1/2. In this volume, this how feature is where Ranma has to face with his dangerous threat in this one, which is the female Chinese Amazon warrior named Shampoo in that one, who has originally pledged to kill Ranma, and after she receives female Ranma with the kiss of death in that one, because I just wanted to come by for this one. You know, it's just basically how that is something very new as well. I just wanted to come by for this as well, for whenever I wanted to know for the manga like Ranma 1/2. That's everywhere she goes, because Shampoo must have followed Ranma in Japan in this, after Ranma and his father Genma Sawatome has escaping from China just to head back to Japan. But apparently Shampoo has finally followed Ranma in Japan in that scene as well, because I just wanted to come by for this as well, accordingly. And when Ranma's the boy in that one, Shampoo falls in love with Ranma in that one, because, you know, this has some moments in that one accordingly. Another manga I just read right here, and this is one of starting to become one of my favorite manga series from Clamp right here, and that's Angelic Layer. When I first read these, and I thought, man, this is very good, and it's very interesting, because I just wanted to come by to read a manga from Clamp as well, because as you can tell right now, I've been still currently reading chapter 26 as well. I'm almost done with reading Angelic Layer, because this is the very first time I wanted to read another manga from Clamp as well, because this has got to my curiosity as well. Another manga I just read right here, and that's Hajime no Ippo. And this is the first time I wanted to read this one, because I just figuring out a way of how I wanted to come by. And this is my very first introduction to Hajime no Ippo manga. However, there was the anime though, but when I first read the manga, I loved the artwork, or the art style of the manga as well. Another manga I read is Card Fight Vanguard Volume 6, because this basically of how Aichi saw somebody who recently won in the Vanguard Asia Circuit, who wanted to enroll high school in this manga, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. It has its moments, but overall, interesting manga I read as well. Another manga I also read right here, and this is the first time I wanted to read, and that is Saint Young Man Volume 14, because this is basically the daily life of Jesus and Buddha as roommates in that one. This, as you can tell, I'm reading the 14th volume. Pretty soon I will get more volumes of them, because I had to read this for the first time, that's why. Another manga I read right here, and that's UQ Holder Volume 5, because I had to read this one, because this is all new. Even though, despite this manga is created from the creator of Negima and Love Hina, this is how it has delivered the goods, particularly of how he wanted to come by for this one, accordingly, of how I wanted to know for this, for the whole thing of that as well. Because it has its moments on here, but some good action in that one. Another manga I also read right here, and that's Volume 18 of Fushigi Yugi, The Mysterious Play. This is where Miyaka has been fighting the battle across on two different types of the worlds to keep Taka, who is a human incarnation of her true love, Tamahome, in this manga, because this is the finale climax to the original manga. Despite though some of the chapters have been adapted to the Fushigi Yugi OVA, that's why. Another manga I read here is Sorcerer Hunters Volume 13. Yeah, this is one of those manga series I'm starting to get delivering the goods and the whole leaps and bounds. You know, because however, the next manga I just read right here recently I have as well is Tagami Bachi Volume 617. This is the must-read I have as well, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like this as well, Case You Wonder as well, because I just wanted to come by for something new under how it has got to my curiosity as well. It has its good plots and all. This series is also leaps and bounds as well, accordingly. Another manga I read right here, and this is the first time that is interesting I have right here, is Ragnarok Volume 10, because this is the first time I wanted to read this one, because I just wanted to come by to this manga, though, because especially if you ever wanted to read a manga series like Ragnarok, this is how it's very new, though, because I've been literally wanting to know about this on this inspiring manga like this as well. Although it's a manhwa by Myung Jin Lee. Although this manga has its moments, overall, a great series to read. Another manga I read right here for the first time, and that's Devil and Devil Volume 11. This is the first time I want to read this manga, though, because this is something new, though. Particularly, as you want to know, as you see, particularly for this manga series like Devil and Devil, is that this is also very new, because I mean, when I first read this, it sort of reminds me of the Slayers and the Sorcerer Hunters as well. Like, I mean, it's very inspired. Well, this is part of my manga recommendations, though, because, and also, there's another one called Bastard. That's another manga I like as well. This is one of those manga series that you have to be in the mood for. Although this has some moments, overall, a great manga to read as well. Another manga I just recently read, and this is one of my most favorite manga series it's been a while that I finished reading the manga, and now I have to reread this one. Rurouni Kenshin. I have had to read first 6 of those because, because this is how it takes place in the Bakumatsu era, where he was originally Hitokiri Batosai, the Manslayer, when he ever kills his enemies with his reverse blade sword. And then he became a wanderer, in the sun, when the sun was setting, which leads to the 5th year of the Meiji. And despite he has like a cross-shaped scar on his cheek, though, because he's basically calls himself as a wanderer. The enemies think that he's Batosai in that one. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like Rurouni Kenshin, because I just figured really quick as well. Because this has a series of the anime TV series from the 90s, movies, the OVA ones, and you also got the live-action Rurouni Kenshin movies, and now you got the new Rurouni Kenshin anime. But although the manga, I've heard good things about it, because I've always wanted to reread the manga, because I consider it to read as a favorite. Because to me, the manga has some manga bonus stories only on there, which some of them that were never included in the anime on there, because I thought this is all new for me, though, on this as well. Yeah, because this series is also the leaps and bounds whenever you come by to read a classic as well. Because that's how I wanted to come by for a good series like Rurouni Kenshin, that's why. Another manga I have right here, and that's Samurai Deeper Kyo. It's about how it takes place in 1604, which is 4 years after the end of the Battle of Sekigahara, which is Japan's Civil War. A bounty hunter named Yuya Shina mistakes a traveling medicine seller named Mibu Kiyoshiro for the legendary wanted man who is the demonized Kyo himself. I mean, when his eyes turn red, Kiyoshiro transforms into the demonized Kyo, who is a legendary killer of 1,000 men in that one. Because although there is the anime, but I thought the manga's all new for me, though, because I know although this manga has some moments on here, I mean, I just love the characters in this. Hey, you got some, like, female characters, like, this one has Mibu Kyo, you have this character in the manga. Yeah, it has some moments on here, because despite there's some fan service in most parts of that. Yeah, because overall, it's a great series, though. I love Samurai Deeper Kyo, one of my favorites as well. Another manga series I have right here, and that's Blade of the Immortal, Volume 2, Cry of the Worm. This explains about the curse of the blood worm has been keeping Manji alive to either slit his throat or stab him in the heart to kill him. On these mystical worms had to force his body to heal, especially if this curse of immortality has never lifted when Manji has killed one of the evil 1,000 men. When he is bested in the battle, when he strikes a killing blow that fails to kill, when he realizes of who cannot die in this one. Yeah, because Blade of the Immortal is one of my second favorite manga series, aside from Samurai Deeper Kyo. But to me, Blade of the Immortal is one of my favorite manga series, in my opinion, because I'm starting to get to know about this series like Blade of the Immortal, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. However, there is also the anime adaptation, though I don't think I have seen the anime yet, but there is also the live-action Blade of the Immortal movie, but I did saw the movie. I very appreciated the movie of how it goes. But if I had to pick either of the three, I would say the manga. The manga is good, but I will check out the anime one day, but I have seen the movie, because I thought the movie was very good, in my opinion. you know, because the live-action Blade of the Immortal movie was released by Warner Brothers Japan. That's why. Because I just wanted to come by for some Japanese movies that are released by Warner Brothers Japan. That's why. In world cinema. That's why. Yeah, because this is the original older Dark Horse Comics Volume 1. But we do got these hardcover editions of Blade of the Immortal manga as well. The next manga I just recently read also, and that's Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 12. We get in the Dark Tournament arc, especially when Yusuke Urameshi has fought with younger Toguro, who is part of the Team Toguro in the Dark Tournament arc. Well, Yusuke Urameshi is part of the Team Urameshi in that one, which is right after Kuwabara defeats older Toguro in the previous volume, which is volume 11, by the way, because I just wanted to come by, because this manga has the arc. If I had to pick my favorite arc from Yu Yu Hakusho, I must say is the Dark Tournament arc, because I just wanted to come by for the Dark Tournament arc of the manga as well, because I find it very interesting, though, because that's why I love about Yu Yu Hakusho, because there's some Dark Tournament in that one as well. Another manga I just read recently, and that's Inuyasha Volume 27. You know, this is where Inuyasha and his comrades were deeply entrenched on these battles for their lives, on these vicious attacks by those undead assassins known as the Band of Seven. When Inuyasha gains his allies, such as his brother named Soshomaru, and his rival, who was part of the Wolf Clan, Koga, entangled on this skirmish battle when the Band of Seven's numbers dwindle. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by for the volume like Inuyasha, because this is very new for me, though, because this is a great if you ever wanted to read the manga. Despite Inuyasha is done by Rumiko Takahashi, though, and this is my most... Yeah, even though I finished reading the Inuyasha mangas that I borrowed from the library, I had to reread the manga since the COVID-19 pandemic. That's why. Because I just want to binge read as well. Because once I get more volumes, I will review the manga as well at one point. Another manga I just recently read also, and I think this was another one that I wanted to read for the first time, and that's Video Girl I. Yeah, this is one of those greatest manga series, like sudden girl appearance of a mysterious girl who comes from a VHS player or TV, though, of how the boy encounters on this girl as well, because I just wanted to come by for this as well, accordingly, in case you want to know, for this as well, for a manga like Video Girl I. Although it's also, I think it was also translated in English by Viz Media in the early 2000s also, as well. And yes, this is part of the famous works of manga artist named Masakazu Katsura, who later worked on Eyes as well. Another manga I just read right here, and that's Silver Diamond Volume 9. Well, basically of how they stumbled upon when Rakan and his companions had to stumble upon the graveyard for criminals, completing with the ghost of a woman who is out for revenge in this manga. So this manga has some horror, dark moment. Although this manga is very tongue-in-cheek, though. However, there's some dark moments, like the horror elements in that one as well, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like Silver Diamond. That's why, because I started to get all new to this. Another manga I read right here from Kazuo Katsura, and that's Eyes Pure manga. This is another manga from the creator who worked on Video Girl AI as well. Yeah, yes. This is some straight up borderline manga I read as well, which is part of the works, the famous works as well. I mean, there's some ecchi fan service parts in it as well. Well, most of the parts in there of its kind as well. Although it has its moments, overall, great manga to read as well. Another manga I just read recently also, and I got right here, and that's Captain Tsubasa Volume 35. This is basically the soccer manga where the team has to have a compete against the other team from other countries as well, especially for the soccer tournament as well for the manga like Captain Tsubasa. Even the manga's done by Yoichi Takahashi as well. Although when it was I got this manga from the library book sale for the novelty of it, because this was originally published in Japan by Shogakukan in 1981 in Japan, though. However, there is the anime Captain Tsubasa, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like this as well. Yeah, and to me, Captain Tsubasa is my favorite manga now, because I have watched the anime, and the anime was good. But if I had to pick what I like the best, either the anime or the manga. Well, the anime you have to be in the mood for, but I can give the manga a throw in any time, that's why. Another manga series I have right here, and that's Please Save My Earth Volume 9 from manga artist Saki Himawatari. Although this manga was originally published in Japan by the company called Hakusensha in Tokyo as well. Well, it was published in Japan in the early 90s. This was translated in English by Viz Media as well. I mean, the woes in the psychic battle in Kyoto, these combatants are the wounded, with Rin sustaining the most severe injuries, the physical mental trauma, unlocking a Pandora's box of memories. When Rin has relieving to some of Shien's most painful moments in this manga as well, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like this as well. If Shien grew into isolated, detaching his youth for his formative years, if he could have been able to observe the Earth, an eventual trip to observe the Earth from the moon in that one. Because it has its, although this is a classic manga series though, it has its moments. Great manga series in my opinion. And another manga I just got right here that I read recently, I have for the first time, and that's Saint Seiya, Volume 17, because this is why I want to come by for mangas from Shueisha Jump Comics when this was published in Japan, though, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like Saint Seiya, because there's some arcs on here. This is kind of like how it's your typical shonen manga series, though, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like Saint Seiya, though. However, Saint Seiya has been released into a series of the anime TV series and even the anime movie ones as well, because although this series was originally in English as Knights of the Zodiac, this series was popular outside of Japan, but also in other countries, including Europe and the United States of America in the early 2000s when it was on Cartoon Network. But the manga, I consider it to be the best shonen manga from the 80s as well. Although it has its moments, but overall, I love this shonen manga series from Shueisha Jump Comics, that's why. And at last, another manga I just recently read right here, and that's Say I Love You, Volume 17. This is where Mei, who is now in vocational school to become a preschool teacher, when Yamato's in college, when he wanted to become a professional photographer, how they got more involved in their individual pursuits, especially to make matters to strain on their relationship of how this things goes when Yamato and his new female friend in college doubt to the future of Mei and Yamato's relationship, of how Meg continuing to struggle as her modeling career in Paris, forcing her to have a good decision of how she could make in this one. I just wanted to come by for a manga like this as well. Yeah, the manga is very good in my opinion though, because, well, yeah, this is from Kodansha Comics as well, because I just wanted to come by for a manga like Say I Love You, that's why. Yeah, that's got to my big curiosity, that's why. So that's going to be it for my manga reading log for today. Thank you for the month of November of this year for today, guys. Thank you for watching. click on the subscribe button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. I've been literally getting into the Blu-rays from World Cinema, Ralph Bakshi, movies from the 70s. I'm also literally getting into web series, everything from Vivzy Pop, like from Has Been Hotel to Hell of a Boss. And I'm also getting into like metal documentaries of my favorite heavy metal bands also. And I'm also collecting metal albums from CD to vinyl records as well. And patches for my battle jacket as well. And a lot of different hobby collecting for the variety of it as well. Keep it otaku for this video. And be sure to check out leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you like as well. And also be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst at your leisure at this point, because I've been literally getting in a letterbox. That's why. And that's all I have, what I got for today for this video for my manga reading log for the month of November. And this is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos that we got on plan for what's in store. Take care. Ta-ta for now for this video. And I'll see you all in the next video we got on plan for more ideas. Take care. Bye.